What if I told you Tony Stark and Doctor Doom were never meant to be enemies but reflections of the same destiny? What if Iron Man's sacrifice was only the beginning of a darker legacy? This isn't just a theory, it's hidden across Marvel history, comics, and movies, quietly pointing toward a secret connection hiding in plain sight. From the very start, Tony Stark was defined by intellect, armor, and control. In Iron Man 2008, we see Tony build his first suit in a cave, using scraps and sheer brilliance. Doctor Doom's origin mirrors this idea perfectly, a man forged by trauma, intelligence, and the belief that only he knows how to save the world. Doctor Doom, or Victor Von Doom, comes from Latveria, a small Balkan nation ruled with absolute authority. Unlike typical villains, Doom eliminates crime, ends poverty, and enforces peace. This philosophy echoes Tony Stark's Age of Ultron mindset, where Tony believes global safety requires extreme control, even if freedom must be sacrificed. In Avengers Age of Ultron, Tony creates Ultron after seeing a terrifying vision of Earth's destruction. His fear pushes him to play God. Dr. Doom lives permanently in that mindset. Doom doesn't react to visions. He plans inevitabilities. Both men act not out of evil, but out of terror of losing everything. Marvel Comics have explored this duality repeatedly. In the One World Under Doom event, Victor Von Doom becomes Sorcerer Supreme and declares himself Emperor of the world. He outlaws war, offers healthcare, and provides elite education globally. This feels disturbingly similar to Stark's dream of a suit of armor around the world. Tony Stark, during this event, becomes the insurgent Iron Man, sneaking into Latveria to dismantle Doom's empire from within. This is not hero versus villain. It's ideology versus ideology. Stark fights for freedom through chaos, while Doom enforces peace through absolute order, each convinced the other is dangerously wrong. The most shocking moment arrives when Doom accidentally causes the death of his goddaughter Valeria Richards during a magically time-locked battle. This loss shatters him. To undo it, Doom sacrifices everything, his magic, his empire, even his life. This echoes Tony Stark snapping his fingers in Avengers Endgame. Tony's Endgame sacrifice wasn't about victory, it was about responsibility. Doom's sacrifice mirrors that same emotional weight. Both men reach a point where intelligence and power fail, leaving only choice. This parallel is no coincidence. Marvel has been quietly building these reflections for decades, waiting for the right moment to collide. Now comes the moment that changed everything. Marvel announces Robert Downey Jr. as Doctor Doom in Avengers Doomsday and Avengers Secret Wars. The same face that defined Iron Man is now Doom. The Russo brothers confirmed he's Victor Von Doom, not a Tony variant, but they also said Tony's legacy is essential. This casting instantly ignited theories. Why use the most iconic MCU hero to portray its next ultimate villain? The answer may lie in Marvel's long-standing narrative obsession with duality. Tony Stark and Victor Von Doom are not copies, they are outcomes of similar genius shaped by different choices. One popular theory stems from International Iron Man comics, where Tony Stark is revealed to be adopted. Fans believe the MCU could retcon Tony as biologically connected to the Von Doom bloodline, adopted by the Starks. This would make RGG the true face of Victor Doom across the multiverse. Another theory suggests convergent evolution. Across the multiverse, brilliant minds inevitably create armored saviors. Tony Stark and Victor Doom look alike not because they are related, but because destiny repeats itself. Genius, trauma, and power always forge the same result, a man inside armor trying to control chaos. There's also the darker theory of stolen identity. Doom may use technology or magic to wear Stark's face, manipulating the Avengers emotionally. Imagine seeing Iron Man again, only to realize the man inside no longer believes in heroes. That psychological warfare fits Doom's character perfectly. What makes this even more unsettling is history. Before Iron Man ever existed, Robert Downey Jr. was considered for Doctor Doom in the 2005 Fantastic Four movie. Fate circled back. Marvel didn't forget. They waited. Now the MCU stands ready to merge two legacies into one unforgettable collision. In the comics, Stark and Doom have literally swapped roles. After Secret Wars 2015, Victor Von Doom becomes infamous Iron Man while Tony Stark lies in a coma. Doom wears the armor, protects civilians, and tries to atone. He doesn't become Tony, but he walks his path imperfectly. Another chilling example is the Iron Maniac from Earth 5012. This version of Tony Stark adopts Doom's cold temperament and becomes a full villain. Same genius, same armor, different moral line. Marvel is telling us that Tony and Doom are separated not by ability, but by emotional restraint. The what-if story Demon in an Armor pushes this even further. Tony and Doom switch bodies as college roommates. Tony becomes a heroic ruler of Latveria, while Doom becomes a tyrannical Stark in America. The message is clear. Place determines philosophy, not intelligence. Dr. Doom's motivations trace back to his mother. She made a deal with Mephisto, damning her soul. Doom's entire life becomes a mission to save her. This emotional anchor mirrors Tony Stark's guilt over weapons manufacturing and the lives lost because of his inventions. Latveria itself is crucial. A nation with no crime, no hunger, no disorder, but no freedom. Doom believes humanity must be protected from itself. Tony once believed the same. Ultron was meant to protect Earth. Instead, it nearly destroyed it, teaching Tony the cost of unchecked control. Geographically, Latveria borders Simcaria and Transia. Simcaria produces Silver Sable, while Transia connects to Mount Wundagore, birthplace of Scarlet Witch. This places Doom at the center of magic, science, and chaos. Tony Stark represents pure science. Doom masters both science and sorcery. This balance makes Doom the ultimate evolution of Stark's fears. Tony rejected magic, relying on logic. Doom embraces everything: technology, mysticism, politics, and war. In Avengers Infinity War, Tony admits to Doctor Strange that he's terrified of what's coming. Doom is what comes next. Doom's obsession with creating the Doomsman, an ultimate android weapon powered by cosmic or mystical energy, mirrors Stark's obsession with suits. Each new armor responds to a new fear. Each Doomsman responds to a new threat. Both men escalate endlessly, chasing a future they can never fully control. In Avengers Endgame, Tony sees his daughter Morgan and chooses to sacrifice himself anyway. Doom, in one world under Doom, sacrifices his empire for Valyria. Both men prove that love, not power, defines them. That is why Doom isn't just a villain. He is a fallen hero. Avengers Doomsday may reveal that the Avengers are facing not an enemy, but a successor ideology. Doom represents what Tony Stark could have become if Endgame never taught him humility. A man who saves the world by ruling it, convinced sacrifice justifies tyranny. Secret Wars will likely force the multiverse to confront this truth. Heroes will see Tony's face on Doom and hesitate. That hesitation may cost everything. Doom will use memory, guilt, and legacy as weapons, not because he hates Stark, but because he understands him completely. This secret connection redefines Iron Man's death. Tony didn't end the era of armored geniuses. He inspired its darkest evolution. Doom isn't erasing Stark's legacy. He is completing it, twisting it, and proving that genius without restraint always leads to domination. Marvel has been building this story across comics, films, and casting decisions. Tony Stark and Victor Von Doom are not opposites. They are parallel answers to the same question. How do you save a broken world without becoming its ruler? As Avengers Doomsday approaches, one thing is clear: Iron Man's shadow still controls the MCU. Dr. Doom isn't replacing Tony Stark. He is what rises when the world loses its greatest hero and still refuses to change. If you enjoyed this deep Marvel theory and want more shocking connections, hidden comic lore, and MCU secrets explained with clarity, make sure to like this video, subscribe to the channel, and turn on notifications. The multiverse is breaking, and we're decoding every piece together.